Is it nice to ask this kind of question? How many of you are over 65? Hey, I mean, you're in my club. The reason why I'm asking this is that I'm looking out at this crowd. I said, hey, this looks like the bunch of people I was hanging out with when I was involved with the women's movement, the labor movement, all the, when we were telling people, hey, you got to understand, things have got to be better. So I feel good because you're in my group. I want to talk about United States Postal Service. I got a little book here somebody gave me a long time ago called Copy of the United States Constitution. All right. Article 1, Section 8, to establish post offices and post office roads. When it was signed, when the Constitution was signed, the post office was established. Did you all know that? Even I was shocked, I had to say so myself, and I call myself knowing what's happening. The post office is a service, brothers and sisters. It's not supposed to be making money. It's supposed to be serving us. That's what it was established for. I love the line, well, yes, I was involved in the strike. I was a scared chick, man, standing out there. But guess what? We had folks that were, those of us who wouldn't cross the picket line, we'd meet every afternoon before we were due to go to work at night and sit out there and party and talk about each other and what was going to happen. But there was always a group that snuck in inside. In case you don't know, you can go down underneath Penn Station by the railroad. There's an entrance to the United States Postal Service down there. We're about 8 floors down below ground, in case you guys don't know that. Anyhow, they would go in, and as soon as people reported for work, the supervisors came back out and gave us a list of everybody who reported for work. So therefore, when we jumped on them, they couldn't understand how come we knew. We knew they were in there. That was some scary times, and I'm glad it didn't last but so long. And I'll tell you, I think the main reason why it didn't last much too long is when they called in the National Guard were postal workers. So therefore, they did a good job of messing up the mail so that they had to bring us back to straighten out stuff. All right. The thing they keep throwing up at us is that the post office is in financial problems. They say a drop of first-class mail due to internet and communications, plus the fact the United States Congress needed a cash cow. They created one via the United States Postal Service. The Postal Service has to give to the Treasury $5.1 billion every year to prepay for retirees, future retirees. Not those that are there, but future retirees, 10 years. We're 10 years. We found out last year we're 10 years ahead of payment. Okay? So, and they talk about the internet. But when I was in there in the 70s and the 80s, the post office was figuring out how they could work via the internet, with the internet, and they made changes. So therefore, they knew that the internet was going to be a destroying factor to the mail volume. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a lousy on that. I have to depend upon my daughter to take care of real business. I can take care of some of it, but not too much of it. So that's the big problem as far as that's concerned. We're working hard to maintain over 200,000 jobs. The post office wants to close over 4,000 stations. Do you know what that means? You know what that'll mean to people that won't be able to get to their post. I'm in the Bronx. I live in Co-op City. I have the good fortune of saying we did a massive rally. We did 3 massive rallies in Co-op City. And as it came out to be, we got one of our post office stations saved. We're off the list. Our next project after the 17th will be to save the other post office by the 31st. We're going to have another big rally. Anybody's around Co-op City, we're going to have another big rally on March the 31st, attempting to save the other one. We're doing a petition drive in the meanwhile. But I don't want you to forget who we're involved with. We're involved with the citywide rally, saying the wrong name, Community and Labor United for Postal Services and Jobs. Brothers and sisters, don't let the post office close stations. We need your help. We need you to object. We need you to call your congressional people to tell them, hey, this is our service. If it does not, you will have your mail piled up. As it is, the mail from the Bronx is going to Manhattan. Brooklyn mail is going to Staten Island. They're moving the mail all over in different process centers. Every borough had a process center. That meant you got your mail in a sort of timely manner. The way they're doing it now, they're eliminating processing centers and putting most of the mail in New York City. So that means, do you know what traffic is to move the mail from one spot to the other? So instead of getting it in the daytime, you get your mail at night. Think about this. We don't want this to happen. We need your help to keep them, those folks that we talked, that 1%. They've been working since 1990 to privatize the post office. Please, don't let it happen. Your help, and only you can make the United States Postal Service not do what they want to do to us. But guess what? The real people who control it are the United States Congress. So that means, you know what that means, you've got to make contact with your congressional people to say, save the post office, we want it as it is. It is a service, brothers and sisters. It is not a profit-making organization. Only you can do this. Thank you.